mad at me because of the weather. I'm supposed to take her to work today, but I also have class when I'm supposed to pick her up. And so we kind of got into a bit of an argument this morning, partly because her tires are flat, which is entirely my fault. I said I'd fill them up, and I kept pushing it off, and now the weather is bad, and driving in bad weather with tires that are sort of flat isn't exactly perfect. So I'm going to take her to work, and I'm going to pick her up, but I understand her anger. I understand why she's angry at me. She should be, but it's not fun to be angered at, especially when it's Emily. So Emily threw a bit of a fit this morning, and I understand why she's angry with me, because I was kind of frustrated this morning because I kind of have to leave class early to pick her up, which, I get. She doesn't want to miss work, and, this is more important than just one silly class, but since she threw a fit, we're not leaving until exactly 8:30, and so I'm right now digging her car out of the snow, which, honestly, it's a lot better than it was on Tuesday. I'm just afraid that it's gonna get stuck because it's not so much the snow now, it's more of the ice, which I'm worried about. So I don't know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So even though Emily is paid literally nothing to do this job, she's convinced that she has to go into work. So I drove her into work today, and the roads sucked. Definitely, well, I don't know. They're kind of just as bad as on Tuesday, but just in their own unique way. I would say the highway was certainly better than yesterday, but the main roads still really sucked. And honestly, I don't know if anyone's gonna show up today, so I don't really know why Emily insisted on going to work, but she did. And she's thankful that I did. It sucks that I'm probably gonna have to miss class so I can come pick her up, but it's fine. It's all part of the process. I also have to go to the grocery store today, which, if you have ever been to the grocery store during a snowstorm, first of all, just getting there sucks, but being in a grocery store, it's miserable. Oh, I also have to fill Emily's tires, which I've been telling her I would do for weeks now, but I'm definitely probably maybe gonna do it today. I never fill her tires when it's nice, when it's sunny or warm, never do it then. It's always when it's rainy or snowy or just miserable outside. So today's the perfect day to fill her tires, which sucks. Something that always pisses me off is people who don't use turn signals, because it's just right, it's just click, that's it, that's all you have to do. It's a tiny little click. It takes no effort, and it's so helpful to everyone else to know if, hey, you're turning or you're not turning, especially when we're in the Wild West. You can't see the lanes, and you're basically just kind of hoping that you're in a lane or not in a lane, and there's no such thing as turn lanes and non-turn lanes, and this only lane, that only lane. It's basically just every man and woman for himself. And so it is just so frustrating when people refuse to use turn signals. I get it, in a normal day, middle of summer, beautiful day, I get it. Still pissed off by it, but it's fine. You're just a shitty person. But when you do it in the middle of a snowstorm, right, a winter vortex, it's so irresponsible, and it's just you can't, how do you have so little thought for your own well-being and your own thought for others that you are willing to sacrifice your life and other lives just because, well, I didn't want to do this or that? It pisses me off. So after a lot of procrastination, and I do mean literal hours of procrastination, I finally decided that, look, I have to go fill up Emily's tires. If I don't go fill up Emily's tires, it's gonna be a whole thing. And we talked about in class, they're like, well, what if she gets in a wreck or blah, 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 which I don't think, but I guess it is a safety thing, and I do love her, I suppose, so I am going to go fill up her tires. She also wants me to go to Kroger or some grocery store to get her, what am I getting her? Avocados? But we have avocados at home, so I really don't want to go if I don't have to. But then I know, if you don't go today, then you're gonna have to go tomorrow, which isn't exactly better, I suppose, but the longer I can push it off, even if it is just 24 hours. I just really don't like going to the grocery store. It's just such a... I mean, I know how much Emily loves it, and I just really rather not, so I probably won't. Probably. I swear to God, every time I try to fill up my tires, there is always, 100% of the time, no matter when I go, where I go, there's always someone else who just decides, you know, now seems like a great time to fill up my tires, which, is happening right now. So I guess I could just sit here and wait in this parking lot next to him. I can't park behind him. That's way too aggressive for my Indiana standards, but I am near. Maybe he's almost done. Maybe I'll just wait here. The other option is to go into Kroger, which, I mean, it's right there. I'm right here. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to give in. I'm just going to sit here and wait and hope that he does not take 5 million years. Which looks unlikely. I ran out of air and I did not bring enough coins, so I hope they take card. You know, the sucky thing is this is my last tire I have to do, but I guess it's only $1.50. It's not the biggest deal in the world, just so close. You know, I know almost nothing about cars. I mean, literally less than nothing about cars. Like, if it was possible to know less than nothing about anything, it would be me about cars. But one of the things that I never really understood and still don't understand is why they make the little cap for the tire thing so freaking small. Like, how does everyone not lose those immediately? Why not make them bigger? I mean, you already have like the whole, like, I don't know, system of putting it in, so like it just feels like it's difficult for no reason. And it feels like that way with most parts of a car. Like, I feel like a car doesn't need to be nearly as difficult as it is. People have just made it difficult because, like, I don't know, it makes them feel good about themselves that, like, they're smart about this specific issue, but it's just another one of my hundreds of thousands of millions of never-ending pet peeves. God damn it.